This is the day that the Lord and we are making. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to the Unity Center of New York City's live stream service.
Broadcasting live from the heart of New York City, featuring new musical guests every week, with a message and meditation from Reverend Justin Epstein, your weekly destination for a wholesome message and meditation. Welcome to the Unity Center of New York City.
Welcome to the Unity Center of New York. There's a new world coming.
Thank you, Steve Weber. That was an awesome rendition of A New World Coming. I'm Justin Epstein, author of the top-selling book, Super You, and minister of the Unity Center of New York City. I'm glad you're joining us today for today's service. We have some more great music with Steve, and also Karen Drucker will be with us today as well. The message is the sacredness of women. It's Women's History Month, and there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I just felt guided and inspired to speak on this topic today. So I hope you'll stay with us, and if you know a woman in your life, if there's a woman in your life, then you'll want to hear this message. So please stick with us. Also, please, if you have any desire, incentive, any urge to comment below, please do. At any time during the service, throughout the service, because we want to hear from you. It helps us all feel connected as a spiritual community, and it actually boosts the relevancy of the service so that we reach more people. It helps the service itself stand out on the internet when people are commenting and communicating. So please, don't hold back. Feel free to comment below and know that you're helping us to spread global spiritual enlightenment when you do. So let's get ready now for a sing-along. So feel free to sing where you are with Karen Drucker, Today I Choose.
So, Unity Center of New York. Here's the deal. What I have found in my life is that when I start my day choosing what my word for that day is going to be, it makes all the difference in the world. All the difference. So you ask yourself this question every morning. This is what I do. I say, what do I want my day to be? I choose. And what do I want to feel today? I choose. And then I say, what do I want to say today, and to whom? I choose. It's a choice every day. I choose. I choose. I choose. Yes, I choose. All right, so I want you to sing along with me. This is my magic wand that says you can sing. Okay? I'm going to teach this song to you. It goes like this. Today, I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. That's the whole thing. Today, here you go. I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. How about happy today? I choose to be happy, so happy today. I choose to be happy, happy. How about peaceful today? I choose to be peaceful, so peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful, peaceful. Here's the thing. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, 'cause it's all up to me. Today, I choose to be loving, so loving today. I choose to be loving, loving. How about joyful today? I choose to be joyful, so joyful today. Yeah, I choose to be joyful, joyful. Now I want you to pick your own. Today, think of a word you want for today. I choose to be. Today, I choose. What's your word? To be. Pick another word. What is it? Present, still, quiet, whatever. To be. Today, I choose to be. Very good. You're a songwriter. You did it. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, 'cause it's all up to me. You know it's all up to me. Today, I choose to be thankful, so thankful today. I choose to be thankful, thankful. Let's go back to grateful. Today, I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. Big finish, you go say grateful, grateful. Again, to be grateful, grateful. Here we go. To be grateful, grateful.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Miguel, and this is Tramika.
Hello and welcome. You know, today Justin's message is on the sacredness of women. And that makes me so stoked because Women's History Month is coming to a close. And this month is all about honoring women of the past. But all too often, we dismiss the women that are here in the present. You know, and as a result, those women get, you know, pushed to the wayside, and we aren't viewed as sacred, these beautiful sacred beings that we really are. So I'm really, really excited for Justin's message today.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it each and every week, actually. But for the time being, we are broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you check them out, okay? If you're on YouTube right now, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right here, or the gray bell. Make sure you do that. That one specifically, because it will notify you every time that we go live or we upload a new video. Now you're probably saying like, oh my God, I missed last week's video. Don't worry about it. We got them all down here. Any service you want, we leave them up there for you to enjoy. Now, that's not the only thing, Tramika. We also got Justin's message there every week. Yes, that's a new feature. I'm very, very, very looking forward to it. So,
yeah, absolutely. And if you guys are watching this video right now, chances are you're watching it on Facebook. So if you are, please like and follow us on Facebook. There you can stay up to date with all the latest announcements. You'll get to see Justin's message, just like on YouTube, like Miguel said. Receive any special goodies that we're offering that week. Stay up to date with all the changes happening here at the center. Just a bunch of fantastic things. So definitely like and follow us on Facebook.
that's right. Now, YouTube, Facebook, those are not the only places you can go visit us. You can also check out the website to make, I don't know, maybe like a donation or safe donation, because we had some problems in the past. But you can go to the website, which is Unity Center NYC, and that is a place where you can make a safe donation, subscribe to our weekly newsletter, and of course, find out more about us.
Yes, absolutely. But before you check out our social medias, stick around because it's time for our prosperity celebration. So please help us welcome Reverend Justin Epstein. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Miguel and Tramika. Hello again. Just wanted to mention that we are going to show you a video now. We're going to be putting out a couple of videos in the coming weeks to let more people know about us, and promoting Easter also, which is coming up on April 4th. Hope you'll join us for the Easter service. We're going to have a lot of special music. We're going to have a flower service, a message, and it's going to be a wonderful celebration. So mark your calendar, April 4th. And now we'd like to show you this, the first of the videos that we're going to be putting out there. So I hope you enjoy.
Would you call yourself spiritual, not religious? Do you seek to be more mindful in your everyday living? Do you believe in the power of prayer and positive thinking? Then welcome to the Unity Center of NYC. Join us for a weekly message in divine wisdom and a guided meditation to help spread joy and positivity in your life and the lives of others. Find your center at unitycenternyc.com today.
I hope you enjoyed that video. That's going to be going out there and letting people who don't know about Unity find us. So that'll be happening, and then there's a couple of other videos that will be going out eventually as well. So let's take a moment now for our prosperity celebration. This is the time where we acknowledge God as our source, the source of all our good. And we also acknowledge that activity, that law and principle that as we give, we receive in life. That applies in every area of our life, doesn't it? Haven't you noticed that every area of life, including relationships, at work, even with our physical body? If you want a healthy body, you've got to give. You've got to give it exercise, you've got to give it nutrition. The law of giving works in every area, including our finances. So during this time, we like to acknowledge that law of giving. And let's just take a moment now to bless the gifts that we'd like to send forth to support the Unity Center's ministry, to bring global spiritual enlightenment, to bring life and love and encouragement to more and more people. So let's bless our gifts, knowing that divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, and so it is. Amen. And in a moment, we're going to have a guided meditation, which is a time to connect with the Spirit, the source, at the center of our being. Unity is unique in the sense that we believe that God, Spirit, the universe, is centered within every person. And during a guided meditation, we're taking time to connect with that Spirit. We're not trying to have a spiritual experience. You know, we're not human beings trying to be spiritual. We're spiritual beings connecting with what we are. So that's what we do during the guided meditation. And we like to lead into it with a repetitive, quiet song to just get our minds focused in a more uplifting space. So let's join Steve Weber in singing When I Pray. So feel free to sing where you are as we lead into meditation.
When I pray, join me. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart grow deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart grow deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul grow deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul grow deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love grow deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right where I am, I pray.
Let's take a nice, long, cleansing, deep breath now. And as you exhale, just let your body relax. Allow your mind to become present into this moment. We relax the body so that our mind can become still and quiet. So just imagine that there's a wave of relaxation moving up through your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hands, your arms, your shoulders, into your neck, down your back and your chest. Relax the muscles in your jaw and your cheeks and your face, your forehead and your scalp. Just imagine and sense that your whole body is relaxing and letting go of unnecessary tension. And we are going deeper into our God. Jesus said, when you pray, go into your inner chamber and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret. Now, he used the word Father. You can use whatever name you want to use for that presence. Some refer to that presence as Mother. Some refer to it as the universe, the source. It's a divine intelligence. It's an activity. It's reality with a capital R. And it's being you right now. It's being me right now. So when you quiet your mind, in a sense, you are going deeper into spirit, into God. That presence is always there. It's always being you. But we separate ourselves through our thoughts, through our feelings. But during this time, we quiet those thoughts. We quiet those feelings. And we discover pure consciousness. We discover our beingness. We discover that even when our thoughts are quiet and our emotions are still, we are still very much aware. We discover I'm not my thoughts, I'm not my feelings. I am consciousness. And we tune in to a wellspring of life, love, energy, intelligence. That's always there, ever seeking to express more fully. Go into your inner chamber and shut the door. Quiet the mind. Shut the door to what you see, to what you hear, to what you taste, to what you smell, to what you feel. And go deep within. Dive deep into that ocean of spirit, that ocean of light. And feel the presence beyond all thought, beyond all words. Take some time now and just be. Be still. In the stillness is where Spirit speaks. In the beginning was the Word. The Word is the creative activity of God, the creative expression. In the stillness, that Word at the center of your being is spoken. New life, new healing, new love, new wisdom, new power. A new world coming forth through you. A new consciousness being awakened and expressed in your world, in the world of your thought, in the world of your feeling. In the world of manifestation in your life. And we bring to mind our friends and family, and we acknowledge the spirit of love and joy and peace and prosperity unfolding in their lives. We give thanks that it's so. We anticipate and believe and have faith that it is now so. And we include all those whose names have been submitted to the Unity Center for prayer. And we trust that each person's needs are being met in right and wonderful ways. And we see our planet Earth unfolded in the light of love and harmony and order and prosperity and healing and peace. And we see the planet just being enveloped and enfolded in this light, raising the vibration of all of life. And blessing every person on the planet, bringing forth the Spirit in all things, in all people, shining brightly. And we see our planet shining like a beacon of light in the galaxy and in the universe. And now we bring our awareness back to the room where we are. We wiggle toes and fingers, becoming aware once again of our body, hearing the sounds around us, and we realize that this few minutes we have opened up to the activity of Spirit at the center of our being, and now we allow it to guide us, to direct us. We have faith that Spirit is in charge of our life, and we trust that activity. And we are so very grateful. Amen.
So it's amazing, this song I wrote so many years ago. It feels like it's appropriate right now with what we're going through. Hold on to love, hold on to truth. Look for the good and then praise it. I'll dance in the light, turn away from the dark. Hold on, I'm gonna hold on to love. Hold on to love. With all the pain and devastation around us every day, it's so easy to give up and close down. How do I keep my heart open and alive when a part of me is scared to reach out my hand? But I don't want to wake up and face each day with fear. No, I want to live my life with a purpose that is clear. So I'm gonna hold on to love, gonna hold on to truth. I'm gonna look for the good and then praise it. Dance in the light, turn away from the dark, and hold on. I'll hold on to love every day. I'll make the choice to hold on to love. 'Cause every day I have a choice of how I want to live, and I refuse to let all the bad news affect me. I'm gonna take the time to look a stranger in the eye. I'm gonna smile at someone before they pass me by. 'Cause it's the little things that make us feel connected. It's the little things that let us know we are one. So I'm gonna hold on to love, hold on to the truth. Look for the good and then praise I gotta keep believing that we're here for each other. Yeah. Gotta keep believing there is a higher plan, and that God's in charge. We just need to give the most love that we can. We've got to hold on to love, hold on to the truth. Gotta look for that good and praise it. Dance in the light, turn away from the dark. Just hold on to love. That's what it's about. Just hold on to the love and the unity and the connection and the hugging. We'll get back there. We gotta hold on. Hold on to love. Hold on to love. Hold on. Let's hold on. I'll take your hand, you take mine. Hold on to love. Hold on. Let's hold on to love.
Do you know any women? Is there, do you have a mom, a grandmother, a sister, a friend, an employee, a boss, a spouse, or a partner who's a woman? Or are you a woman? I say this because unless a person is a hermit living in a cave or in a forest in the middle of nowhere, we all know women. And that's why it's very important that you listen to this message and you hear what we're going to share today. A few days ago, I was reading the newspaper and I read about Sarah Everard, who some of you have read about, the lady in the UK who went missing, and then they found her body, and a police officer was charged with her murder and abduction. And then a vigil was held by a crowd of people in a park that was restricted. They didn't want COVID people to meet there because of COVID, and people still met, mostly women. And the police pushed the crowd out of there, got them out of there, and they were criticized for how they handled it. They were insensitive. They handcuffed several women, and they had a picture of one lady they were holding to the ground, handcuffing her. These were people who were there to honor the life of Sarah, and also they were also expressing the need for women to feel safe and to be protected. It really saddened me a lot. I looked at the picture of this 33-year-old lady, and such a sweet face, sweet eyes. It brought tears to my eyes, really, to see such a sweet person this happened to, or any woman, or anyone. And a few days later, I was reading another article and reading statistics saying that every 3 days in the UK, a woman is killed by a man. Can you believe that? A UN woman agency their research shows that 70% of women and girls in the UK have been sexually harassed in public. And it's not just the UK. They found this to be globally as well, that in some major cities around the world, almost 9 out of 10 women or girls have been harassed and don't feel safe in public. Can you believe that? 9 out of 10 women and girls don't feel safe in public. Unbelievable. So an article I was reading was asking the question. They were talking about Sarah and what happened and how after this women went online and were talking about how they had been harassed and things that had happened to them. And there was this big conversation on social media. But women were wondering, why are the men being so silent? What are the men saying? Why aren't they saying anything? Is it because hopefully maybe they're just listening and they're learning? And I thought to myself, I have something to say. I can talk on this. And so I decided that I was going to give this message today. And then I realized, it's Women's History Month also. Anytime's a good time to talk about it, particularly now. So I want to share some ideas that I think can be encouraging to women and also to men in supporting women. First off is that women are sacred because women are an expression of God. Now, you know, there's a lot of things that we can do in the structure of society to help protect women and make things safer and more supportive. And I also believe that change, real change, starts within. So that's why we're talking about these ideas today. And that first idea, that women are sacred because they're an expression of God. Just as I've said many times, like a wave is an expression of the ocean. The essence of wave is ocean. Now, the wave may take a different expression. Some waves may throw off a lot of mist. Some waves may be high. Some may be smaller. Some waves may be rough, others calm. But there's still a wave whose essence is ocean. And that's true with people. A person might be one race, one sex, different race, different nationality, doesn't matter. Still, the essence is spirit. The essence is God. The essence is that wave in the ocean of spirit. And I think it's important that we recognize that even though there's diversity in the world around us, there's unity as we look at the essence, which is spirit. And women, just as men, are expressions of God, which makes women sacred, which makes the essence of a woman worth being treated with respect and honor and dignity. It boggles my mind how anyone can mistreat a woman, really. It really does. Because whether a woman's going to have a child or not, we have all come from mothers. The only reason we're here is because we were carried and nurtured in the body of a woman, a mother. I don't know how anyone can not see a woman as a potential mother. Who doesn't love their mother? I mean, you know, we may all have mixed feelings about our mothers, but most healthy people love their mother. And a woman is a potential mother. You know, Jesus was very respectful. He acknowledged the sacredness of women. Before he walked onto the scene, there was, women weren't treated with that kind of respect. And he came and showed that women and children deserve to be treated with great respect. And some of the stories that may stand out most in our mind are the ones with women, Jesus and women. You know, some of the people who supported his work and his ministry were women. They supported it financially, they supported it in other ways. And some of those wonderful stories, like the lady who was putting a very expensive perfume on his feet in showing appreciation and love for him. And some of the disciples were like, why are you letting her do that? Because that could be sold and we could use that money to help the poor. And Jesus said, the poor you'll have with you always, but I will only be with you for a short time. He basically, put things in perspective. He accepted the love that this love and respect that she was showing him, and he was showing respect to her as well by accepting that gift. We know this relationship with Mary Magdalene, who was a woman who demonstrated the transformation of spirit in her life. She was a great example of someone who was transformed by the Spirit of God expressing through her and transformed by the example of Jesus. And we know about Martha and that relationship. And how about Jesus' mother? When he was on the cross, who did he think about? He thought about his mother. He said to his disciple John, he said, John, behold your mother, pointing to his mom. Behold your mother, and woman, which was a respectful term in the Bible, woman, behold your son. He was thinking about his mother. And remember the wedding at Cana, where his mom, they were running short on wine, and wine was an important part of the wedding feast and so on. And she said, Jesus, in other words, she knew Jesus could turn the water into wine. She's like, Jesus, they're running short on wine. And again he said, woman, which was a respectful term. It wasn't woman. It was like, my dear beloved mom, it's not time yet, but maybe in a little bit I'll turn the water into wine, It was respectful. There was a relationship. There was a love. Jesus respected women. Women are sacred. They're expressions of God. And I guess people have, through the ages, there's been terms referring to God as with female understanding. There's been terms in Jewish mysticism regarding God as the many-breasted one or the divine feminine. Those terms about God existed, but I guess people thought, well, that's okay to think about God as the many-breasted one. Why? Because God was nurturing all of us. God was the parent, the mother of all people. So yes, the many-breasted one who nurtures all of us. Now, they thought that maybe that was okay to believe about God, but people are separate from God. They didn't understand that we're not separate from God. We're expressions of God. It's not God here and us here. It's we are part of God. A woman is an expression of that very nurturing, loving compassion of God. There's no separation. In fact, if you look at Genesis, it says that male and female, He created them. That we're created in God's image, male and female, He created them. It doesn't say God created men and women. It says male and female, God created them. What does that mean? It means that we all have male and female inside of us. That's right. Male could represent, say, wisdom. We all have wisdom inside of us. Men, women have wisdom. We may not use it. We may not use it all the time. And we all have feminine qualities such as love, creativity, imagination, compassion. We all have that inside of us. We all have male and female energies inside of us because we're created in the image of God, out of which all of this has come. God is the source of men and women. God is both male and female, and God transcends male and female. Otherwise, where would it come from? Where would male and female energies come from? Where would men and women come from? It's not that God's over here and said, I'm going to create men and I'm going to create women. No, it had to come from somewhere. It came out of God. So, really, we all possess male and female energies inside of us. We're all sacred. Women are sacred. They're expressions of God. And a woman's body is sacred. A woman's body is sacred. Think about a woman's body in the sense of a woman carries around a baby. Not every woman wants to have a child. I realize that. I've dated a few, and that's fine. That's wonderful, especially for me, since I never wanted to have kids. That's great. Love to be with them for a little while. You know, I'm more like a grandparent. I'm happy to be with a child for an hour or so, and then I'll go home and let the parents raise them. But anyway, a woman has this incredible body in which a human being is formed. You ever think about that? I think we take it for granted. I think we just assume and take for granted that this incredible process that happens in a woman's body. A woman carries around a seed that grows and unfolds. Her nutrients nourish that body. Her attitude has an impact on that human being growing inside of her. And we just take it for granted. Oh yeah, she's pregnant. Isn't it wonderful? She's due on such and such a date. And we buy stuff for the kid and all that, and we celebrate it. Do we really actually think about what we have taken for granted? That this child is actually growing in this person's body, and all the miraculousness of what's happening inside a woman's body? It's incredible. As a woman, do you recognize or acknowledge periodically the amazing activity that happens in your body? A woman's body is sacred. It's incredible. It's miraculous. And we take it for granted. You know, yeah, she's got labor pains and oh, it's uncomfortable. But do we really think about what a miracle it is? But in our society, and I guess worldwide now, a woman's body has been sexualized. Women have been sexualized, meaning women are portrayed in the media and movies and advertising and other ways as sexual objects. Their body is portrayed in ways sexually to sell. Sex sells. And therefore, what happens, I think, is instead of seeing the whole woman, they're seen as an object for gratification. And now with movies and with porn, with the internet, porn is just booming business. Women are seen as something to satisfy. You know, I imagine a lot of men see a woman, because of what they've been conditioned and raised, because the sex drive is an instinct. We all have it. Abraham Maslow pointed out as one of the basic needs. We all have that sex instinct. But what can happen is if a woman is seen as a sex object and a man has that natural sex instinct, he can begin to see that woman as an object for his own gratification. That's to be sexualized. That's to see a woman in a very narrow way instead of recognizing the wholeness of a woman. That she is much more than her body. A woman has a brain, intelligence. Some women are more intelligent than others, but every woman has thoughts and feelings and emotions and dreams and hopes and goals. Every woman wants to love and be loved, and every woman is a soul who has tremendous potential. But if we're sexualized, if we're constantly getting images of women as a sex object, then it's pretty possible to just see a woman that way and not think about she's so much more than that. She's so much more than that. And the problem is women play into it too. We're all responsible for that, right? We're all responsible for that. Women make money on that stuff too. You know, we're all contributing to it. And I think it's important that we look at it. So that leads me to the next point, and that is to observe ourselves. Observe. In fact, spirituality really is being conscious of what your thoughts and feelings are every moment of the day. Every moment of the day, rather than acting unconsciously. See, that's what happens. That's how we get in trouble. We act unconsciously. We get into, anger, fear, anxiety, or lust, or whatever it is, and the next thing you know, we're acting out stuff because we're not conscious of it. Notice what your thoughts and feelings and behaviors are toward and about women, because that's where it shifts. And I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about women too. I've heard women say negative stuff about other women. General statements like, well, all women are catty. I just like to hang around men because all women are catty. Well, aren't you a woman? You're a woman. What are you saying about yourself? I mean this for all of us. What are our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors about women? And notice what they are, because you can't change anything till you notice it. Nothing shifts until we can see it and feel it. Oh, wow, I see that thought there. But you got to be in that observer state. You got to be centered and rooted in your consciousness to be able to see it before it can shift. Here's another thing. How do you feel about your mother? How do you feel about your mother? This goes for men and women too, all of us. Because women may not necessarily feel good about being a woman. I've met women like that. They may not feel good about being a woman because of some of these beliefs they hear and stuff, and maybe how they feel about their mother. How do you feel about your mother? Because that may very well impact how you see women. Now, my mom, there was a point in my life when I was early on the spiritual path and I was reading the Bible and I came across that commandment, honor your father and your mother. And I thought, I want to do that. I want to implement that in my life. And I knew that I had some unresolved feelings with my mother. I loved her. I knew she loved me, but it was tough for me to be around her sometimes. And I wanted to really love her. I didn't want to have any negativity about my mother. And so I made the effort to try to heal that, to try to develop compassion. I started to think about my mom's past. I started to think about some of the things that happened to her in her life. And I started to understand her better. And it helped me have more compassion for my mom, to take it less personally. And I remembered one person telling me, he said, you know, Jesus was a teacher for his mother. Maybe you can see yourself as like a teacher for your mom, which helped me to get some space. You know, you're my mom, you should be a better listener, you should care more about me, to get out of that space into how can I be a loving presence for my mom instead of expecting stuff from her. Once you're 18 and you're living on your own, I think it's time to quit expecting stuff from our parents and start to be a presence of love, compassion, and support to them. And that helped me a lot. And as we deal with how we are with our own mothers and heal our relationship with our own mothers, I believe it improves how women feel about themselves being a mother and a woman, and it helps men in their relationships with women as well. Women are sacred. Their bodies are sacred and amazing. And we can heal ourselves by being aware, observing, and developing more compassion for ourselves. An article that I was reading talking about misogyny, I had to look it up, dislike toward women, or prejudice against women, basically, is what I read. And one of the things they said, that the reason why men have these feelings is because they're out of touch with their own feelings. That because of these ideas of masculinity, of you can't cry, you can't feel sad, you can't be afraid, you can't express emotion, that they have repressed emotions, and consequently, if you repress your feelings, you can't feel compassion. And I've known women like that too. I've known women who grew up thinking that it's weak to feel sad, it's weak to express sadness, and they too have not learned compassion for themselves. So the more we can develop compassion for ourselves, compassion for ourselves emotionally, ourselves physically, in every way, the more we're going to develop greater compassion for others, the greater we're going to be in tune with our own feelings and love and compassion, and help us to extend that to other people. One lady said of a friend of Sarah Everard, she said, and I believe this is true, everyone has a Sarah in their life, describing the magnetism of women who are smart, determined, and humble. She said that's why there's been such an ongoing tide of pain and rage, because other people feel like they knew her without knowing her at all. She went on to say, she was sunshine and light, and made you feel warm and good and safe. I feel angry about it as well, she said, but my main anger is that it happened to her. But you know what? As special as she was, every woman is special. Every man is special. Women are sacred. Men are sacred. It's time that we reclaim that sacredness. It's time that we embrace it so that we can create a kinder, more loving, safe world. Thank you, Father, Mother God, for your inspiration. Thank you for helping us to develop greater compassion for ourselves and for others. Thank you for helping us to know and accept the sacredness of all life. And thank you for guiding us to create a safer world, a more supportive world for women. And so it is. Amen. And let us know the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Thank you for joining the Unity Center of New York City for today's live stream service. I'm Justin Epstein, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. God bless you.